Hello, everyone. This is High Priestess Tana, and you're tuning into Tana Temple Healing Words. And I'm back with another reading. I know that it's late, but I haven't been on here in a while because I've been busy. Like I said in a previous video, I am in the process of, how would I say, getting things organized in, my new home and stuff like that. So if you just bear with me, I'll make sure I have readings out on a regular basis. But yeah, and I just started a new job, y'all. Yay. So yeah, I gotta pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? So all right, so let's see what's in store for us. Um, excuse my voice if I'm a little bit sleepy, a little tired today, because it's been a while since I actually worked like remotely or anything like that. It's been about a year, so I'm trying to catch up and just stay grounded and focused, in addition to tuning into my channel. So here we have the star, we have the Six of Wands, but I just want to see what the spirit has have for us today. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that everything is going well for everyone, and I hope you all just been in a state of peace, and hope that everybody is just doing well overall, just grounded, peaceful. I know times have been tough, so I was picking up on some energy about someone who could be like rather selfish, like everything is about them, but when it comes to you, they really don't care. It's just their way or the highway type of energy, and they want you to pour into them, but they don't want to pour into you equally. And this could be someone from your past that you may have not fully walked away from, or they refuse to fully walk away from you, but they could be a total narcissist. All right, so let's see. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? I just saw this King of Swords in reverse. Four Cups, the Star in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess, Two of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands in reverse. I want to pull just an extra card. Oh, yeah, there's somebody who's really sneaky, but they've been exposed. What else, Holy Spirit? Then we have Death, but I feel like, yeah, this situation has ended. I feel like you're ignoring them now for whatever reason. Obviously, part of it's because they were shady, and this didn't come into fruition how they thought. Maybe they saw you as some type of meal ticket, or they were an opportunist, but it failed because whatever, I don't know, like I feel like they were trying to get with you because they know that you're financially stable, but they couldn't get a piece of the pie or something. Yeah, this is crazy. I feel like this person is very reckless with their thinking too, or they say very reckless stuff. And I feel like they're very hypersexual. That could be the truth. Ace of Swords, Sun in reverse. You could have found out some bad news about this person too. Something that really upset you. Maybe you heard about them having a child by someone else. Ooh, Ace of Cups in reverse. Or, ooh, this could indicate, I don't know, if someone had a miscarriage. And that's crazy because if you look at my shirt, it says Le Soleil in French, which means the sun, literally. And this is a tarot card shirt, by the way. um, so what I'm getting here is that you found out some truth about some news regarding a child. And I'm thinking that they may have not either been happy about the pregnancy or something, or it was some unrequited love situation going on with maybe them and another person. But I do feel like with the sun here, there is some upsetting news. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, around children or some type of birth, or maybe the birth wasn't full term or something. Or I'm thinking maybe did somebody terminate a pregnancy or miscarried or something. Or I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to get back to that later. So we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups, the Star in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm getting here is that with the King of Swords in reverse, I do feel like somebody wasn't being completely honest with you, like telling the truth about a situation they were in. And when you ask them questions, they got an attitude with you really badly. Like, why are you asking me that dumb shit? What made you ask me that question? What you been doing, spying on me or something? Or why you all up in my business? Or, something crazy like that. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, I feel like they were trying to reject you because you questioned them about some things and it pissed them off, and they went off on you, like started yelling at you or some shit. And it really could have did a number on you with the Star in reverse. You could have gotten sick or something from this situation, or lost hope and faith when it came to maybe your spirituality, because this person upset you so badly and stuff. And I feel like they really affected you from a spiritual level. I feel like a lot of your chakras could have been unaligned or misaligned rather. They threw you off your square a lot. And I do feel like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, they gave you a little small offer that they could never fulfill, right? So they gave you this, they made promises they couldn't keep by lying to you, trying to give you this little piss poor offer of commitment, and they were non-committal the whole time. And I really do think they did a number on like some, I'm picking up like maybe like some self-esteem issues. But this person is very irresponsible. They don't learn from their lesson. I think they have a track record of infidelity and telling lies while they're in relationships. We have the High Priestess. Your intuition could have been telling you that this particular individual was a liar. They're very narcissistic. They're cold as fucking ice. They cut you like a knife. Like, this person is cold-blooded. They say what they say and they mean what they mean. They don't give a fuck. They go off. I'm just getting at this person just don't, they're very emotionally detached. With this Four of Cups and this Two of Wands in reverse, this person does not know what they want. One minute it's like they ignore you, but then again it's like they don't know what they want. They ignore the romantic connection, and in one breath, I mean in the same breath, basically they don't know what they want to do. One minute they may even try to teeter or totter or whatever, with you and pretend like, hey, I want to be with you sometimes. Sometimes I don't. One day I like you, one day I don't. With the Star in reverse and the Queen of Cups, I'm definitely picking up this could have affected you emotionally, but it also made you lose hope when it came to relationships as well, because this person played a lot of games. Oh, I got to get to the King of Wands, y'all, in reverse. I forgot to mention that one. Going to death, what I'm picking up on intuitively. So yeah, this person played on your emotions. I'm also getting that you could have been pregnant by them, and maybe the pregnancy didn't go full term or something, or you weren't happy during your pregnancy because they weren't happy about the pregnancy or something like that, or you weren't happy finding out that this could have been another woman too in the picture who could have been pregnant. And that could be the truth here with the Ace of Swords. You found out the truth. Why? Because you relied on your intuition. you gained a lot of clarity and you picked up a lot of things via your discernment or intuition about this person's whereabouts. This King of Wands in reverse tells me that he has no control over his impulses and he's very non-committal and he's for the streets. He's out here doing whatever, however, whenever with these different people. This is ridiculous and I'm getting there very emotionally immature. That's why they're kings in reverse. But I feel like this could strongly be you, collective, the Queen of Cups. You may even be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or a particular. I'm picking up a lot of like either Pisces or Cancer energy or whatever, but that could be your rising sign. If it's not your sun sign, or that could be your moon sign. You may have heavy placements in one of those water signs. But with this Seven of Swords in reverse, I'm truly getting that. And next to the Death card, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, is that something ended due to this union was not meant to be, because it's in reverse. It's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it was a lot of instability here. This person I'm getting could have been an opportunist. This person could have been just all about themselves and what they could get out of you. And they could have also wanted, I think they got with you because they were lacking financially from the start and they saw you as a meal ticket. But there was an ending here because it was, excuse me, it was never destined to be an Ace of Pentacles in the upright. This was always going to be Ace of Pentacles in reverse because there was nothing to grow from the beginning. There was no abundance or prosperity or happiness or commitment from the start, right? So you had to transform. The Death card here. So yeah, this is a lot. This is giving me heavy Scorpio energy. So I'm getting, even from this, somebody could be a Scorpio, and you know what else I'm getting? That somebody could be a Taurus, and you know the opposite side of Taurus is Scorpio, and they can have that situation going on where they're tapping into their water side, you know, their opposite sign. Because if you think about all the water signs, opposite signs are earth signs. Like Capricorn opposite sign is Cancer. Virgo's opposite sign is Pisces. And then with what's the other one? Damn, I can't even think right now. Taurus, uh Virgo, Capricorn. I think I said all of them. Yeah. Yeah, Taurus opposite sign is Scorpio. I just mentioned it. So there's definitely something you found out about this person sneaking around and you ended things, and things had to come to an abrupt end anyway because this was never meant to be. This person was being dishonest from the start. And I want to know, what was this Seven of Swords energy about anyway? Why was this person in the Seven of Swords in reverse rather energy? They got caught though. Six of Swords in reverse. They were stuck maybe in a past or a past situation or a person they were dealing with. This, I'm getting that they didn't move on from healing from past experiences and they brought baggage into the connection because they never knew how to heal from the shit that happened to them before. We got, ooh, yep. They did not overcome. It's something about some dark fetishes or something. It's something sexual or something like that that they are bounded to, or they're slowly releasing themselves from. It's something very sexual, these vices. I said they had a high sex drive, so they've probably been swinging their penis all over the country or the city or state or whatever. It's some type of addiction. This, I'm getting even drugs and alcohol. That's why this couldn't come off the ground, because this person ain't healed from their own shit. And I'm thinking they stuck in some type of way, some sexual shit that they can't get from. I just feel like it's something where they like having sex with no boundaries, right? So it's like whatever, they down for whatever, and that's why they can never keep a stable relationship. It's never going to grow past a certain limit. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, it was never going to come to fruition. It's something they're attached to, some type of lifestyle. I'm getting low life. I'm just like, it's a low life, just downtrodden. Woo! Y'all see that shit? Wait a minute, I'm gonna let them bitches fall out. Somebody in opposition with them, a Queen of Swords in reverse, and that they came up as a King of Swords in reverse. This could be y'all two in opposition with each other. You probably let them have, cuss. You probably cuss their asses out too, their ass out too, rather. And it was about something like, yeah, y'all got into an argument, but I feel like you letting this go though. It's a lot of conflict here, a lot of conflict, a lot of unhappiness and instability. When it came to this so-called union, you could have thought this was a twin flame or soulmate, but that shit went downhill very quickly. I feel like this was just a relationship that was built on lies, or you could have found out they were dealing with a Queen of Swords in reverse, some dysfunctional bitch that screwed up a narcissistic just like them, and they call themselves walking peacefully away from them after arguing. That's they form a conflict resolution, or somebody still seeking revenge because they ain't get that fulfillment in a relationship or connection. This could be the crazy bitch that they tied to now or had a hard time getting from. It wasn't harmonious, trust me. If that was them arguing with this other female, it wasn't all what you thought it was. Even Five Wands in reverse, I'm getting a lot of jealousy, envy, competition. Oh, I'm sorry, Ten of Wands in reverse, correction. They definitely had to let this bird, they had to let this bird down or whatever, or let this situation go. Like this is catastrophic. And then they were in the Knight of Wands energy. That flipped out too. I believe they were getting into arguments with women about their sexual prowess and their sexual sexcapades or whatever, escapades, sexcapades, because they were wandering around on impulse and they were becoming a burden maybe for that other person or in you as well. And this will lead y'all to break up and get into arguments and may have caused jealousy or envy or fights or whatever. But I feel like this is somebody they ran to, this Queen of Swords in reverse, this toxic ass person that they end up connecting with. Because they thought things was going to be better over there because they was thinking with their dick and not their brain. Yeah, now here go the Five of Wands, y'all, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. They end up getting in a lot of fights and arguments with. They were dealing with multiple women, multiple people, and they stopped defending themselves. After so long, it was just ridiculous. They call themselves trying to let trying to let their guard down and be more free about their values or what they were so particular about. But then they end up attracting these type of motherfuckers, these argumentative and competitive motherfuckers, jealous and all types of stuff. I think they like to be sexually challenged, and they love throwing a stick to multiple women. One more. The Fool. They always took a leap of faith with people they barely knew and may not even be using protection. On top of that, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and then we got the Five of Cups in reverse. I think they took a leap of faith, a risk with somebody who they thought was the Queen of Pentacles. They thought that they were financially stable, and they thought maybe they were grounded or more mature or something like that. I'm not getting that it was all about sexual, like they were so sexually attracted. It's a difference between fucking and being actually attracted to someone. Like, ooh, she's pretty. Okay, so what I'm getting is that here goes some more women that, yeah. So with the Five of Cups in reverse, I'm thinking There was a woman here who came off as being fiery and very sexual, while this other woman was more reserved. And this guy was nasty with his tricks. Ooh, I said tricks. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse could be a prostitute type of energy. They juggle multiple women, okay? And this person was very controlling, condescending, uh, non-committal, hard to please, tyrannical, rude, had an iron fist, and may have used their fist. They may have been, I'm getting abusive. Yeah. Yeah, something's not right with this picture. I feel like they were trying to choose between someone who was just very sexual, like I do whatever in bed, versus someone more reserved, more mature. And they could have been sexually attracted to this person, thought they were nice looking or whatever. But then there's a younger woman too, and then there's a woman. This woman is a hoe. That, and you know what? I'm thinking that they thought that this could be one woman that they could have been fixated on, but they got their little heart broken because they found out with this Five of Cups in reverse that, yeah, they got done dirty maybe by this little hoe that they thought was sexually driven or came off like they were very sexually attractive or physically attractive or fiery in a moment type of shit. And they thought she had some money too. They thought she had some bread. But if this is the other woman, now if this was you, they thought that you were amazing, but they wanted someone who was more like they oozed sex. You know what I'm saying? The Tower. And that's funny that Temperance, okay, yeah, it was about sex. I felt like they were about just their loins, okay? The Tower in reverse, I'm getting from a sexual standpoint that they may have not been having an erection how they wanted to when they went to certain people or whatever, like it didn't do it for them, or they end up getting with someone who did not make them explode how they wanted to. But then again, I felt like with you, they could have had this feeling like when y'all came together, literally, you made them rise, and you made it, you grow big. I'm just say that, and hard. And I felt like there could have been a life created out of this situation. We got the Eight of Wands, and this is like, I think this was something that this could have been quick. They could have even reached out to you online because they were feeling horny and they figured you was gonna make them rise, and you know, y'all could have been equally pouring into each other sexually. They had a strong sexual attraction to you. So that is true. They were strongly sexually attracted to you. But something happened along the way. It's like y'all had this quick romantic fling or situationship, or what's the other term I was thinking of? Entanglement. But then it hurt your heart. Like it messed with your self-esteem, your pride. But I feel like this person was insecure, y'all, and they walked away from you after they got what they wanted, because I felt like they thought you was too good for them. It's got me thinking about, oh, look at this. The Lovers. It had me thinking about Sade's song, Sweetest Taboo. just too good for me. You got the biggest heart. Wow. Every day is Christmas and every night is New Year's Eve. Yep. So they weren't willing to to work on this relationship. I'm laughing at myself because I'm up here singing this damn song, y'all. Crazy. But anyway, but with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, they were messy because they weren't really willing to work on this situation with you and put the effort in, even though they claimed that they were, so like y'all could have had a lot in common. Like I said, y'all could have came off like y'all were soulmates. Y'all had a great bond, especially when it came to maybe being, from the sexual aspect or being sexually attracted or just attracted to each other because y'all felt that kindred spirit or felt that commonality, those commonalities between one another. And you felt like they could have worked some magic on you. Or yeah, they were a magician. They got what they wanted. They manifested you and what they wanted from you. And they moved forward from what it seemed like because they knew they weren't about shit. And that's just real talk. Yeah, the moon in reverse. And you found out that it's still a lot being hidden from you, even though you know the vast majority of the smaller things that make them a scumbag. But yeah, this is insane. Yeah, and I keep getting this water type of energy, y'all. You may be connected to the moon or something. Strong feminine energy I'm picking up. Like heavy, like I said, Pisces or Cancer in particular. Two of Swords. Yeah, it's a lot you still don't know about this. They be thinking with the wrong head, y'all. But you gonna find out. Like your intuition could be slightly blocked at the moment, but your intuition had guided you a long way though in this process. But something ain't adding up with this. You still don't know all the moving parts behind why they did the dumb shit they did by creeping off, going to this other person. People, I'm getting other women. But let's see, why did they go off to these other people? We already know it's obviously sex. They have some type of sexual addiction and they like certain fantasies and maybe